Everybody, Tony D with another Piney podcast. Hello, South Jersey. Today's case is 411. I think that number is actually from Sunday, but the numbers aren't significantly spiking at this point. I'm sure if they were, Phil Murphy would tell us immediately, because he keeps threatening to close down the state again. If that number spikes, we're going to have to stop everything, says Phil. His amazing opening. Come here, Joan. That's a good girl. So today no, it wasn't today. I'm not sure what day it was, but he was on CNN saying that, if the numbers start to spike, we're going to have to put the brakes on this. Great. Maybe the twos of people left in this state with jobs and businesses will listen to that, while the rest of us, huddle in a FEMA trailer somewhere that you have requisitioned for us, Phil. The state has to open. It's hard enough for people to recover from all of the things that have happened over the past couple of months. You keep threatening to close the state again if anybody disobeys you, or if the numbers go up, the magical numbers that you're so married to. Again, you can't do enough testing to make the numbers make sense. In order to make the testing work, you'd literally have to test millions of people within a few days to know for sure that you've got a handle on things. And you can't. You were crowing that you got up to 20,000 a day. At 20,000 a day, it would take you, let's see, in 5 days, you could do 100,000 people. In 50 days, you could do 1 million people. Yeah, 50 days, you could do 1 million people. So in 450 days, you could do the whole state. A little over a year. Now, I think the numbers may have gone up slightly. So let's be really generous. Let's say you could do 50,000 people in a day, which means in 2 days you could do 100,000 people. In 20 days you could do 1 million people. It would still take you 180 days to do 9 million people, the entire state. It's still too long. That's 6 months, Phil. 6 months. This started in March. April, May, June. 3 months. You're still 3 months out if you had been testing 50,000 people a day in March, which you haven't. You can't get on top of these numbers. It's impossible. Now, that doesn't mean you shouldn't test people. Obviously, if they have symptoms, or if they're in a profession, or if they've been potentially exposed to someone, or if they're just old and worried, certainly those people should be tested if they want. And you've got testing centers all over. But not everybody's going to get tested. They're just not. And you can't force them to. I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could try. But it doesn't make any sense to force people to get tested. And the accuracy of the test, look, in the beginning, it was very iffy. And now, I don't know if it's much better. I mean, I'm sure it's better. I don't think it's 100%. The other thing is, too, you're mandating that people get their temperature taken. The Chinese did that in the very beginning of all this. It doesn't work. Temperature is not really a factor. You could have a temperature and not have the beer virus, or you cannot have a temperature and have the beer virus. So you're just wasting everybody's time and money by doing that. There's no screening process. If there was, then most of this would be over. There's no screening process. There's just none. Even the tests for the beer virus, I don't think is all that accurate unless you're sick, unless your virus is active enough. There are still a lot of unanswered questions here, and you're demanding people take all these precautions and aren't going to do a heck of a lot. Now, it's true, wearing masks, wiping everything down, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That not only protects people from the beer virus, it protects people from other viruses too. But at some point, this is just going to break down. If you keep foisting this on people, they're just going to stop. I can already see it now. People are just getting lazy. They let the mask hang off, they get hot, they take it off, they say, oh, I can't come in, I forgot my mask in the car, could you run in and get this thing? They do this, I've seen a lot of this. Yeah, I left my mask in the car, could I get my photographs, please? This is going to happen more and more and more until it's not a political issue for you and you stop caring and people stop enforcing this, or they half-ass enforce it, or some people totally enforce it and some people just say F it. And I can't believe you still haven't opened the bars. The bars, Phil, I don't drink, but I know people need their booze. You left the liquor stores open. Why won't you open the bars? I mean, it's not like people get closer in the bars. It's not like people can't social distance in the bar. I've been in a bar, and I've social distanced without any virus. I'm a very antisocial person. But anyhow, July 2nd will be the day the casinos open back up at 25% capacity. Hooray! I'm sure they're just thrilled about that. And as some of the casino owners said, they have better air filtration systems than most of the hospitals. They have amazing air filtration systems that, by the way, pump in oxygen so you get a lift when you're in the casino on the gambling floor. Or so I've heard. At least they do it in Vegas, I believe. I'm sure they do it in AC too. So, I mean, that's a factor there. Not that you really care, or else you'd have probably someone from the New Jersey Health Department go down there and check out to see if that makes a real difference in spreading the virus. Because maybe that's the answer. Maybe you just need a really good filtration system for your building, and that'll take care of most of the problems, and then people could go inside without the mask. And look, you know how hard it is to enforce the mask on a customer? Like a customer who just came in and maybe he parked his car and he left this mask behind. I'm telling you, man, you're killing these people. You're gonna destroy customer service is what you're doing, because somebody's gonna forget their mask. Now, you can have a big thing of masks and give them out, but eventually you just run out of them because, well, customers. So, I don't know, Phil. I don't know. But I guess I'm glad you're opening the casinos, because that's part of the economy. Not that I'm a big fan of that either. But that you're not opening the bars there can anybody get booze anywhere? I feel really bad for people who are functional alcoholics. Give them their booze, Phil. Other news. Well, there was a shooting in Runnymede, which was weird because it's not far from where I work. And I didn't hear anything about it, but apparently it happened really early in the morning today, technically. So if anybody knows about that, contact the local Runnymede police. Still haven't heard anything about the bear, although I did hear today, a coworker told me there's more than one bear. Now there's a bear sightings in Mays Landing. So watch yourself out there with the bears. Don't hit the bear with your car. I mean, that's already a problem with deer down here in South Jersey. And that's bad enough. That'll wreck your car. But, man, you hit a bear, I just can't imagine. That'd be like hitting a big furry rock or something. And if you do, God forbid, hit a bear or a deer, do not get out of your car and try to help it. That's probably the worst thing you could possibly do, is to try to approach an injured wild animal. They are not going to accept your help like a Disney cartoon animal. They're going to probably try to kick you or scratch you or eat you or kill you and take them with you. So do not get out of the car. You can sit there and feel bad, but don't get out of the car, whatever you do. That's about it on the Piney podcast. I hope you're doing well, South Jersey. I hope things open up soon. My summer's going down the tubes. I don't know about yours. At least maybe before the end of August, I might get into a sushi restaurant and finally have my birthday sushi. Oh, I got a haircut appointment though. July 7th. Wish me luck until then. Enjoy the mullet until then.